Good evening. This political season of outrage and provocation has taken what many see as an ominous turn, with Donald Trump's call to use religion as a determining factor as to who can come into this country. Legal experts believe his proposal to ban Muslims from entry is unconstitutional, and it certainly echoes of a dark and shameful chapter of our nation's past. But coming from the leading Republican candidate for president, it can't be ignored or dismissed. And now, 6 days after Muslim extremists killed 14 people in California, Trump has opened a fault line that cuts across the political landscape, and one that some fear could further endanger American security. We have full coverage, beginning with NBC's Katie Tur outside Trump Tower. Hi, Katie.
Good evening, Lester. His supporters see strength in Donald Trump where they've only seen weakness in President Obama. They see him as bringing them into the mainstream and telling them that they're right. There is a reason to fear. On the USS Yorktown last night, voters were looking for a commander-in-chief who will keep them safe. And Donald Trump played to their fears.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Trump fanning the flames again this morning and explaining that customs agents would determine who can come in and who can't.
They would say, "Are you Muslim?"
And if they said yes, they would not be allowed in the country.
That's correct.
Trump adding Muslim Americans, Muslim athletes, and Muslim foreign leaders would be allowed in, while others, including tourists, would not. And today, near universal condemnation from his opponents.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
It's not about the blowhards out there just saying stuff. That's not a program. That's not a plan.
One notable exception, Ted Cruz.
I commend Donald Trump for standing up and focusing America's attention on the need to secure our borders.
The plan, simply put by Trump, is simply unconstitutional, according to experts.
Anyone who has read the Constitution, has studied the Constitution, understands our history, knows that it is not permissible for the government to take sides between religions.
And despite the outcry, Trump's supporters around the country stood by their billionaire.
I think there has to be something put in place. I don't know if it's a complete ban.
Definitely to keep the bad ones out would be great.
For all their fears, Muslim Americans say they fear becoming a target.
How could you say that I'm not allowed to come in here? Well, I was born here, okay, raised here. My friend is Mike, Johnny, Tony.
Taib Rashid is a Muslim and former U.S. Marine who recently tweeted Trump a picture of his military ID card.
We care about America just as much as anybody else here, and we are willing to fight and bleed and die for America.
His tweet was shared tens of thousands of times. Katie Tur, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.